this is really, really thin right here, and we're going to scoop that fat out of there right there anyway. So I'm going to get rid of that. That's why I didn't trim that, because it's going anyway. And I want kind of a natural angle. You don't want to make something a weird shape. You know, you want it to still look like a brisket. So anyway, I'm just going to make a cut like that. And you can see how the thickness difference is in that right there. So it's not getting any better. This is just a thin flat. That's all there is to it. But it is good for sandwich. Right along here, just losing a little bit. And I'm getting rid of that weird seam that kind of goes through there. And I'm also exposing some nice meat that wasn't treated with anything. I start right where you can see the point kind of emerging right there. Kind of go down a little bit. If you get kind of low, you can't see what I'm seeing, but I'm looking at the muscle down here, and I'm kind of looking at the fat, because you don't want to just hack at it and then have a big bald patch. Bald patches are very, very bad. So you kind of want to go and just start taking some off. And this is also kind of hard to see, but you can tell when you're starting to get close to the meat, because it's kind of feathery, it's kind of pillowy and stuff, and then you hit a little bit of an area right there where it just kind of starts to peel away. That's where you want to let your knife kind of hang out, just in that little area. This is probably 50 cents.
Yeah.
Right now, all the engineers are buying all this. I mean, they're going, this is just right up their alley. That kind of angle retentive kind of stuff.
I mean, it's the same thing if you're butchering these things. You can find the seam in there and just kind of hack it out. Oops. This I'm just kind of one long cut right there. And then once you start getting closer to the meat, you can feel it. Like, this is pretty hard. It's still kind of pillowy. It's very nice fat. But it's still pretty hard. So once you get closer, it'll start to be more like that. You can feel an actual, muscle underneath there.
Does it matter if the temperature of the meat, how easy it is to cut?
Cold, 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 but not frozen.
Cold, but the colder the better?
Yeah, as soon as these things warm up, this fat will start to smear. You want to pull it out of the fridge, out of the cooler, whatever, trim it up, and let it go down. That being said, I prefer them a little warmer when I rub them.
And one of the things we talk about, the benefits of some of this fat, the most unsaturated fat you'll find on beef carcasses in this area. So that's why it's softer fat. It's a little bit more like pork fat kind of in this area.
So get kind of low. You can see it. Oops. Very, very bad.
Not a big deal.
We'll see that. Don't want a bunch of bald patches, but a lot of times you can't help it. They just come that way. And that's why it's kind of cool. If you're only cooking a couple, you can go to Restaurant Depot or whatever, or go to the grocery store, and you can pick and choose and sort through this stuff pretty well. When you're getting a bunch of cases, you get what you get. Okay, this is a good example right here. That's something that would totally burn up. Like this stuff right here, it's just going to dry out. There's no reason for it. So that's kind of waste. It's also going to be a huge bald patch. But notice how I'm kind of making it real curvy. And what I'm looking to do, again, is just make it kind of more aerodynamic. Kind of round it off a little bit. If you want to even go a little further, if I had 1,000,000 hours to spend on this, I would just kind of feather out the bottoms of these things and just make it more round. So I want a pretty nice edge on that. This fat's kind of weird. It's kind of thin right there. The way the grain works, if you flip this upside down, this grain's kind of coming in about like that. This is so thin that it's going to burn up, so you could actually just flake that right off when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead of the curve here and go ahead and cut it off. And make just a nice cut. And then, for this one, I'm going to kind of round that off a little bit. If you're looking for this whole point, you would shape this whole thing. But we're not. This is going to burn up. Kind of start off right there. You can get your fingers in there, and you can find the seam, and you can just get pretty close. And just kind of get that out of there.